Field's ready. Look at that. Wheat is ready to harvest. Yield bonus is plus 95%. We like that sort of thing. Grass is not. None of this over here is ready, which I didn't expect it to be either. But it will be. It will be. So we need a combine. And I've had two suggestions, or two asks, for a Deutz. So I went and found one. And we got a Deutz to use. I've not looked at it yet. Have installed it. It should be there. But we have some exciting news. You know, that's exciting all on its own. But we have more exciting news than that. Because we have 15 babies! 15 babies! We've had babies! We've had babies. So these guys here all had a baby each. So in my reckoning, that is 100%. That is 100% profitability, isn't it? If that's even a word, profitability. Yes, I'm going with that. It's my word. So we need to put those little blighters in with the other ones. And seeing as how they're only 1 day, I think they're 1 day older, maybe 2 days older. Yeah. They should theoretically all start producing roughly around the same sort of time. But yes, they need to go in with our other ones. So that is what we're going to do. So give me my babies. 5, I think this is the maximum, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going to do this 3 times. So we'll do the first one and then I may jump cut or I'll just time lapse, but we got to do it. The old case, she needs a service and she is feeling it. She is very slow and boggy. So we need to do that. We need to rent our combine and we need to harvest our field. And then we need to bale the straw and not sell it all this time, CEEBUR, although we do have straw coming from the barley, so it's not too much of a drama. Yeah, these go in the back, don't they? Yes, they do. Should have made I'm going to make a better turning point there for that, I think, when I've got a little bit of expendable cash. Or dispensable cash. Move to husbandry, yes. Okay. So that's the 5 in there. I'll time lapse this or jump cut, I don't know, one or the other. You'll see in a second. So there we go. All the cows have been moved. All the babies are in the new shed, ready to be reared. And now we can get ourselves a combine. I'm just looking at that field. I might try and knock out a couple of contracts off screen of some harvest work whilst we've got the combine. Would seem a bit silly not to. I'll try and get some of the smaller fields, but I do have the mod that allows you to have the straw from the contracts, which will obviously help us with the moolah situation. So the case can stay here because we don't need you. We're going to use the JD for carting. Come on, beast. You, I could almost happily keep you. I did really like that fent as well though. Right, I can't remember where me spawn trigger is for the machinery. But we have, so it's not that, that is the top liner, that is vanilla. This is what we have, the M series, the M3570E. I'm not going to do any of the changes on it, but you can have the 3575, 3578, 3580, which is all horsepower related. Oh, we go 3610. Oh, they get bigger and bigger. That adds 30,000 to it. What does it add? Make it to 7981. Oh, I don't know. Design. No, we don't want none of that. Standard. You can change colour of the cab top. We don't want to mess around with none of that. And you can change the colour of the rims. I don't know why anybody would want to do that. And the number plate. I'm not going to mess around with any of that. I think I might go for the high power one though. Yeah. That seems sensible. So release you. And then we want a header. And a header trailer. Where is, or do I have to use the Deutz header? I think I've got to use this because it wasn't a pack, it was just the combine. What is the width of that? Oh, no, not that. 6 meter, pretty. Well, if I go bigger than the spout won't reach, will it? I'm going to run out of money. Possibly. Header trailer. No, this would be cheap as chips. 51 bucks. Yep, okay. Oh, it is all there. Oh, well, we can use the case, actually, to do that. Probably our best bet is going to be getting everything down, because this is going to be a pain in the butt. That was a bit of skill, that was. So that was a bit of skill, CEEBUR. Put that on. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get all this hooked up and down to the field, and then we can commence some harvest work. I don't know. No, that'll be all right. I thought it was going to be too. Oh no! I've damaged my new combine at least. That's my deposit gone. I'll see you down at the field. Right, well I brought them all individually because I didn't want to waste any money with hired help. I better turn the John Deere off, we're not going to need that too soon, are we? Right, Deutz. Have a look inside you in a second. What we got then? Nice layout. Very nice actually. Yeah. Down with that. Right. we need to make sure that we have everything sorted. We want the swath, so we're good there. Alright. Turn that off. And off we go. Nice. Of course it's nice, it's a Deutz. I got a real soft spot for Deutz. I really do. And I'm an avid case man, or I should say, I'm an avid international man. Case by default. But I really do have a soft spot for Deutz. And the world could have been a much different place if they hadn't have given up their partnership with the original AGCO, with Alice Chalmers and Gleaner. That could have been interesting. I think the whole farming industry would be a completely different kettle of fish if that lot had stayed together. But anyway, that is the past, and today is the present, and we are cutting our first field for harvest in Attingham Park. So I think the only thing to do now is to just get on with it. Okay, so quickly, what we need to do is we need to find out who is buying the wheat for the most, and then we need to take the John Deere there. So I'm just going to quickly go through that after I've sent the worker off on this. Hopefully it's not going to cost us too much money. I'm going to start him here, and he should nicely work his way down until we get back, or she. Could be one or the other. I don't care so long as they do a good job. So what have we got? What have we got? Full load in the JD. Wheat 508 at the old water mill. Is a million miles away. We're going to have to trek there. The combine's going to be full by the time we get back. I'm going to tag it. It's over there. I should go back to time lapsing. So that is that, almost. As you will have noticed, I took the last load of wheat up to British Grain, I think it's called, and that's because they were giving the higher price. The price went down at the mill, which is fine by me because it's a million miles away. And I also stopped using hired help because it was costing too much. So I just did it all myself, which is sensible. So we'll just finish this up and then we'll move the combine. I don't know if it's going to fit through the gate with the header on. If it does, that will be splendid, but if it does not, then it's no drama. We'll just have to take it off. And then we'll just stick it in the corner next to our other crops that will be... Nope, that is wrong, CEEBUR. That's better. We'll stick it in the other crops. In the field next to the other crops. Left the JD going, that's poor form. Diesel is being used up quite a lot by this machine. Glad I went for the higher horsepower. Always glad for the higher horsepower. Makes a heck of a difference. So let's see if this will go through the gate. If not, not a worry. Does make life easier though if it will. I may be able to do it with a bit of jiggery pokery actually. Let's see if it'll go through first, and if not, nope, it will not. But it will go through like this. If I get the trajectory correct. Here you go, close. Around. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Do not go over my beans. They don't look like they've taken too well, those beans. Looks a bit patchy, doesn't it? Hey ho. Let's we'll fold you up so that the wet air does not get in. I better turn it off as well, won't I? And we'll bring the case through with the trailer and just leave the trailer here as well. And then I'll just double check for who was given the top price for the wheat now. I'm going to say it's probably still British Grain, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just run down there with the John Deere with the last bit and put the case away up in the yard, and then next thing we'll have to do is start baling, because I don't think any of that's going to be ready for harvest yet. So I'll just go and sort this lot out and dump this grain. So I really like this little grain sell point. It's very simple but a nice idea. With it all tucked away, the truck sat in there, and the silos and everything. It wouldn't be this small, it would be massive, but it's a nice touch. I like it. So that was just 2,563 for that. So we made roughly 8 and a bit grand for the first 2 full loads, 2.5 there. That's around about just under 20 grand ish maybe just over, because we had expenses go out from hiring help. I'm not sure how much that was, but yeah, that's how that goes. So we need to rent a baler now, and I think I'm gonna hold off a day, because if the I think it's is it barley or oats? I'm not sure. Comes in the next day, then obviously the right thing to do would be to have the baler for then. I don't want to pay for it now and have to pay 2 days when I could get away with only paying for 1 day. I'm also going to look at the contracts once I finish this episode and see whether we got anything. They're all big fields there, that's the trouble, and it takes a long time to do. Ideally, I just want to, kind of crack on with our stuff now. Although the contracts do pay exceedingly well. I also need to sit and work out whether I'm going to sell my senior cows now or let them go through another process of birthing. Not sure whether that's what I'm going to do or not. Let's just peruse. So here we have the senior cows 3166. I think that is, pretty sure that's the highest point that they get to money wise. We got 15. And they're not going to come in for reproduction for another year. These guys will be next. There's 5 of them. So long as they reproduce like those 15 did, we'll get another 5 babies. And then the next guys will be these and these. That'll give us another 30 when they come in. So yeah, I won't do it now. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should we sell those 15 or not? And then we'll do it for the next episode. I might. No, I was going to say I might go for a different baler, but I'm not. We'll just go for our Kavernland Vicon Kubota KVK. How about that? The KVK baler. Let's check these guys out. How are we doing, Tom-Toms? Oh, you're doing well. How many would we get? 4 pallets. Let's not worry about that for a minute. Let's leave them to it. I should have checked the water. Oh, I can do it here. 6,554. We're good for water for another day at least. Cool beans. So you guys got plenty of food, 30 and 100% health. Eggs are 851 pieces. Well, we're not going to sell them yet. We're going to wait until that is full. Splendid. Next episode we'll have to feed cows, both lots as well. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching everyone. Stay safe and may the weather be with you.